I've been at a hospital facility, and my friend Nelly here has been working at a nursing home. So today we're going to talk about what's real like. So some of my questions here is first impression versus reality. What feels different from what people expect versus what it actually is like?
Well, people expect high expectations. Sometimes, like, it's too much when they ask
Mm.
for a lot of things. When in reality, sometimes we can do so much to care for elderly patients,
What about young patients?
young patients too.
Okay. What surprised you the most working at a nursing home?
It's amazing how a lot of family members forget their elderlies. They tend to not go visit them and, they forget that they are there. When they do remember, it's either like a birthday or maybe a holiday. And honestly, it can pass many months, or some people just don't get that visit no more. That surprises me.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Like it gets pretty lonely there. Like when I was at the hospital facility. So my dad will show up to keep me entertained, but it's sad that some don't show up. For the environment and atmosphere of it, how would you describe the overall mood day to day? Like overall mood for the patients and for you guys self? Like is it happy or like sad? I don't
Say
know.
for us, it would have to be you need to be in a happy place because
Mm,
it depends on your mood, is how the residents are gonna
mm.
feel it, or the connection. If you're sad or something's bothering you,
Then they
they
could
can
feel it.
feel it. Yeah. You're happy and joyful of the day, then they feel that too. So they get in a happy place.
So what about them? Like how are they? Like are they usually happy, sad, or
Nah, some are happy, some are like, some are like they just don't know what's going on. They're just
mm,
there. So it
okay.
depends on the residents how they are. Some of them have Alzheimer's. Some
Okay.
are fully alert, and some are not. So it depends.
Yeah, speaking of alert and not alert, I'll be talking about the smell of it in a bit. Why you should not pair up, with the same people in a room that is alert versus not alert. It could
Yes.
be nasty, and I'll tell you guys why in a bit. So, what patterns do you normally see the residents do? Like what they do with their time?
The ones that are alert like to like watch the TV or read their newspaper, either
Mm,
Chinese, English, or it depends on their language.
mm.
The ones that are not alert, they just go by their day. They just sit in their wheelchair or spaced out, or
Mm.
some of them just there.
Yeah, it could get lonely and boring. Such at the facility, I was there for a month. So yeah, we need activities, honestly. I noticed that you draw a lot with them and color and do arts and
Yes.
crafts, so that's pretty cool. But maybe sometimes that gets boring for them and you gotta like mix it up.
We do mix it up. We
Oh,
what
okay.
we do it arts and craft. We do board games. Like I said, it's mainly the ones that are alert, and the ones that are not. We'll try to help them to the best that they can. And
Mm.
they're playing a game or tossing a ball, or do this colorful mat that we have, and we throw it up and down. And they'd like to do that too.
Mm.
So we just try to keep them busy.
So I already spoke about this, but how often do you see loneliness?
Really often.
Yeah, it could really get to you. Like just being lonely, isolated, so that's why it's good to have like a roommate, at least if they're both alert. And what I mean about alert is people like me and Nelly, we're able to be aware of our surroundings, we're able to talk versus non-alert. They're pretty much on tubes, they can't speak for themselves. So do staff rush or do they like have time to give attention to the patients?
I'm not gonna lie. There's some staff that do rush into things, don't have that patience to do so.
Mm.
But there's most of them have the patience to do so and care for the residents like they should. And honestly, they make me proud. Yeah.
Yeah, because thinking of my future, hopefully I don't end up in a nursing home. Hopefully my siblings care about me that much. Anyways, I just hope that they care about me when I'm older, the nursing home people, so that, they don't rush anything. They just give me the time and do what they need to do with me.
Yes, definitely.
We'll
You will
see.
have people that care and people that they're just
Yeah.
doing their jobs.
So how do staff handle emergencies, such as like the alarm thing that went off,
What we
or when somebody
do
falls?
is Whoever sees the fall or says the fall, whoever's there, tries to prevent it. But if they can't, like if they're too late to prevent the fall,
Mm,
they immediately report it, and then the bosses comes and sees what happened and gets the story, and like they do an investigation of what happened, and there's also cameras, so cameras also are helpful.
exactly. So, from your perspective, does residents get treated with respect?
I do believe so, yes.
For sure. Not like because I heard stories where I had
I
a
mean,
friend that not so much with him. Like they don't get, This also depends on how the resident treats the staff too.
you can expect a lot from a nursing home. There's people from hitting us to biting us to pulling our
Mm,
hairs to slap us or whatever the situation is. But regardless of that, we should always care for our residents how they should be taken care of. It's pretty much how we want one day to be taken care of, or one of our, say, our moms or our dads or brothers or sisters end up in a nursing home like that. We want them to take care of them.
When I was at the hospital facility, I noticed how they're like very patient and calm with the patients there. Like there was a patient who kept ripping off his breathing tube, his condom catheter, his oxygen thing on his finger, and they have a lot of patience. And I'm like, wow, I wish I could be like that. Like very
Yeah.
calm and patient with people. Let's see. Sorry, I'll cut this part out. Um, yeah, so I might keep that part in. I don't know, like a blooper. Anyways, so yeah, I noticed how calm and patient they are, and I'm like, wow, like hopefully they're like that with me.
I'm pretty sure they
Like
will.
when I'm older, do residents form real connection, or do they just keep to themselves?
There's some that form connections, and there's some that just keep to themselves. So we have both.
So they form connections with the staff and other people around there.
Yes.
That's good. Okay, noted. That's why. So how often do you see families visiting them?
Like I said, mentioned earlier, there's some that are consistent. They're always there. Some go like every either lunch or dinner or even both. There's some
Mm,
that get it like maybe once a month or once every blue moon. And there's some that really get no visit at all.
wow, it could really get to you.
It
The
can.
loneliness. So what happens to the residents who don't get any visitors?
Those are the main ones that we try to be there more for them, because we know that they have nobody there, and try to help them and make them feel comfortable.
So does being around a nursing home change your perspective about aging and being disabled?
Sometimes you think like it can be me one of these days, or or a family member,
Mm,
and like I said, I will want them to take care of them the way they should and not rush
mm,
into things, and pretty much be there for them. As of like the way you see life is like you gotta be blessed of what you have now, because when you
mm.
end up like that or in a situation like that, it can be critical, or
Yeah, like I see when I was in high school, I seen a lot of disabled people being walked by the people on staff or whatever for them. They'll walk them to class and stuff, and I'm thinking, hopefully one day that won't be me, like in the future, old and disabled, and look at me. I'm paralyzed. It definitely opens doors and understanding. Are patients left in feces and urine all day? If not, then how long does it take for them to be cleaned up?
Usually I think it's about like 15 minutes, like when they're clean them, change them, because they do everything as in the clothes and the diapers and the bedding, just changing them and leave them there. So I would say 15 minutes. There's some patients that like to recall, every like 5 minutes, and it's kind of when you have more than like 8, 10 patients, it's hard.
Really? At
Yes.
the facility I was at, they only have like 5 patients. Like,
No.
but it was a smaller facility. It wasn't maybe
Yeah.
like yours. Yeah, because when I was at the hospital facility, it was gross. Like, I'm alert, I'm able to do things like and stuff like that versus somebody on tubes, like breather tubes, oxygen tank, and stuff like that, who just poops themselves. I had to like call the nurse, like, can someone change him? And they're like, how you know he needs to be changed? I'm like, because he smells.
Yeah.
It's really hard, and it tests your patience being in a facility in that situation where you're just stuck with somebody's species like 5 feet away from you.
Yeah.
So it could be very gross. So that's why I wish they put alert people with alert people and non-alert with non-alert people. So
Yes,
yeah.
definitely. Agree.
Are there times when staff has been real busy where they cannot get to them?
Like right away? Yes.
And what do they usually
Because
busy with?
usually that happens when they're either short staffed, they have more than 15 patients pretty much. But it can get like that. And, sometimes we wish residents would understand, but at the same time, some of them, like I said, they're not alert. So it's not,
Yeah.
all they want is for them to change, or it sucks. It really does.
When I was there at the facility, there's a guy that was like, retard, retard, because they're not answering him. And it was an hour
Oh,
and they're short staffed, but he's been calling them. Like, there's a lot of patients that'll be yelling every 5, 10 minutes, for staff. Like you
yeah.
said, they're always calling their button. And it could be annoying for other patients or residents there.
Yes, totally.
So, are there usually shared rooms or private rooms there at a nursing home?
Share rooms. There's three people in each room.
Three?
Oh,
Wow.
yes, and there's only two rooms that has four people in it.
That's a lot. That's too much, honestly. Like where I was at, it was just two people, me and that other person. So it must really stink. I think.
Yeah, and it's 130 rooms,
Wow.
135 rooms.
So how does it affect the cleanliness?
Cleanliness, they have some people that do the housekeeping, and so they're there since the morning to like the afternoons. So
Yeah,
the
that's about right.
facility will stay clean.
Have you seen cases where a roommate condition negatively affects the other person's quality of life?
I don't think so.
I have. It's called smell. That's
Oh
how
well,
it affects them. Or they're
I mean,
yelling.
in our facility, usually, there's, like I said, there's alerts and non-alerts. So they try to put the alerts with alerts,
That's good.
non-alerts with a non-alerts. So if, say, A bed, it smells, and C bed, doesn't know what's going on, so
Yeah.
it
Well, it
doesn't.
doesn't have to be just smell, like bad smell. It could be like they wear too much cologne, because that's also a thing I heard at the hospital where I was at. Some lady was complaining that, oh, he wears too much cologne, or it was a guy that was saying that. That's why pairing with multiple people could be rough because they had to
Yeah.
try to get along. What are the deal breakers you personally seen working at the nursing home?
The time you spend with them, the time, the love, the company that you give them. Pretty much, to me, when I started that job was a little hard. I didn't think it was going to be that hard. Some of the patients, they pass away and
Oh
you get
no.
attached. It hurts.
Yeah.
So one of my coworkers told me, and to this day, it stuck with me, where she says it does hurt, but you gotta numb yourself, because just think about it like this: you're the last person that they see for the last time,
Mm.
and all you can do is help them be happy, help them enjoy the rest of their life.
Yeah, for me, death is a thing that I don't take well. Like my friend died, he was in the hospital, he died from a heart attack, and I remember him FaceTiming me, and that was pretty cool. Like we just met, and he decided to FaceTime me, and then later on he died, and I found out on Facebook that he passed away. So yeah, that sucks. And also the people who shot me, they killed two inmates in jail. So just thinking of those two inmates, I don't know who they are, but just hearing people die, it could really get to you.
Yeah.
Meds. Do you guys usually do meds on time, or are you guys sometimes late with it?
That I wouldn't know how to answer, since I'm in another
Oh, okay.
department.
Mm.
But I see that they're on time with their meds. Like, they go and make sure that they have their residents get their meds. So,
Yeah,
okay.
sometimes like they're late where I was at the hospital facility. Every place is different. Sometimes they're late. And I
Mm,
had to remind them I need to get my antibiotics through the IV. I need to get my night meds to sleep. But I usually give them an hour before I complain.
okay,
So yeah.
that's reasonable.
Do you guys have PT?
Yes, we do. And PT people are awesome. They take no for an answer. So, because there are some residents that don't want to do it, and they're
Mm.
like, no, we're gonna do it. So yeah.
So is it hard to track down PT if they do not show up?
No, we
No.
do the call and they come.
Over there where I was at, it was kind of hard to find PT. You just like tracking our meds, like, hey, I need PT today. You forgot, and they're like, oh, it's because the doctor's order this and that. It's like the doctor's already approved it. Why isn't it? So it's a lot of back and forth and trying to figure out how to get a consistent schedule with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the PT, I was supposed to do 50 minutes with them, but they didn't do it because they have other patients. So they're only able to do 15. minutes with me, but the doctor's orders was 50 minutes. So for you guys, how long do you guys do PT?
Some of them are like, I would say like 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It depends on what kind of like PT do they need. Some are like
Well, if they need 50 or no, well,
15,
that's way
15.
too long.
No, 15.
Only 15? Okay.
Yeah. So it depends on what kind of PT do they need. If it's just the hand movement, the leg movement, or
Mm.
actual walk. It depends on what kind of PT do they need.
Do you guys do rides to their appointments? And if so, is it hard to schedule rides?
Yes, we do rides, and no, it shouldn't be hard. There's social workers are the ones that handle that. So from activities, we sometimes companion some of the residents. All we do is just show up and go and come back.
Yeah, where I was at, sometimes the rides want to show up, and so they'll call the ambulance. Okay, do you guys have doctors there?
Yes, we do. We have doctors that come in. I believe it's twice a week or every 2 weeks, one or the other. But they do come. Yes.
Yeah, the doctors I was at, perfect. They're great. You know, they got things done. I'm like, oh, I need this. They're like, oh, okay, we'll give you that. So they've been great with me. So
Nice.
thank you for being on my podcast. And I really appreciate what you do at the nursing home, helping other people. And I hope this video spreads awareness. What's it like at a hospital facility slash nursing home?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And hopefully, what I share with you guys is helpful too.
Leave in the comments below if I missed anything or if there's something you have a question about nursing home or hospital facility. Link in the description or Google 6056 Big Cartel for my merch. It just helps support and spread awareness for disability and gun violence. And I'll be leaving a link to her Facebook in the description or I'll be leaving here on the screen.
Yes.
All right. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.